Out now to Alex Caprariello. He's live for us here in Chicago. And Alex, the FBI on the scene all morning conducting searches at that apartment complex, which has now been tied to the shooter. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, hey, Nicole, this is a relatively quiet neighborhood on the north side of Chicago, but it is bustling with law enforcement activity so far today. I'll step out of the way and we'll show you at least what we can see from our vantage point, about as close as we can get to where we are being told the suspected shooter, Elias Rodriguez, lived. You can see that yellow police crime tape going underneath it back and forth. We're seeing uniformed police officers as well as federal agents, including the FBI. It seems as if most recently, lately, we're seeing them take boxes in and out, perhaps to collect evidence from inside of that home. But really, it was quite a sight earlier today when we actually saw FBI in full tactical gear. And I believe we have video that we could show wearing their camouflaged uniforms, carrying heavy weaponry, helmets and bomb vests as they actually went inside that facility, that home to actually check it out. Again, we see Chicago police units here on the side, as well as other SWAT-type vehicles. Not so much of that same tactical-type gear that you're seeing now on your screen that we saw earlier this morning, but nonetheless very much an active scene as federal agents comb through this location, believed to be tied to that suspected shooter, Elias Rodriguez. It's something that we're going to continue monitoring for. We do know that we expect some update later today from the FBI about the latest on this shooting, on that suspected shooter, his whereabouts, and what other ties he might have to this area as well as to D.C. All
right, yeah, so speaking of ties, Alex, what more do we know at this point? Obviously still very early in this investigation, but any possible ties to radical extremist groups?
Right, so there are some things that are officially confirmed law enforcement sources and other things that NewsNation researchers and reporters are digging up at the time. For example, we know officially that the law enforcement believe that the suspected shooter is 31-year-old Elias Rodriguez, somebody that's from Chicago. That's the reason why we're here outside this neighborhood today. But then NewsNation was able to do some additional digging. For example, we found out that he is an employee of the American Osteopathic Information Association. They released their own statement saying that this is an organization dedicated to the health and sanctity of human life. We believe that the rights of all persons to live safely without fear of violence. So this is something that they are strongly condemning. Beyond that, there's been a lot of reporting out there about his potential ties to radical groups such as the Party for Socialism and Liberation. They released a statement of their own saying Elias Rodriguez is not a member of the PSL. He had a brief association with one branch of the PSL that ended back in 2017. We know of no contact with him in over 7 years. We have nothing to do with this shooting and do not support it. At the same time, we have seen Elias Rodriguez quoted in news reportings that are associated to that party. Finally, NewsNation researchers also uncovered a GoFundMe attached to Elias Rodriguez in a specific event that he was trying to fund several years ago about going to the People's Congress of Resistance. And in this GoFundMe, you could see actual details about his life and who he is. For example, he shares in that GoFundMe that he is a son of an Iraq war veteran, but in this exact same GoFundMe, he strongly condemns that war in Iraq, writing, "It's up to the people to protect themselves, to put a final end to imperialist war, which the U.S. Congress of billionaires has a vested interest in expanding indefinitely." So most certainly some strong thoughts and opinions associated to him in this GoFundMe. We also, finally, Nicole, I'll share, uncovered some sort of affiliation with another organization that is adamantly against the war that's happening between Israel, in Israel, I should say, and that's called the Answer Coalition. NewsNation has reached out to the Answer Coalition. We're still waiting to hear back.
All right, yeah, cool. So many layers to dig through here. All right, Alex Caprariello live in Chicago. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.